Welcome to ruralvacantland.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got two properties I'd like to talk about today. These two are in Hudspeth County, Texas, and they're both 20 acres, and I've been asking about $4,000 for them. And a couple of other ones like it sold, but these last two haven't sold, so I thought I'd lower the price and make somebody a good deal. I'm thinking about lowering the price down to $3,499, just drop it $500. So let's look at the first one here. I'll tell you about them. And I'll tell you why I think they haven't sold, because I think they're a really good price. 20 acres for, okay, the price is just getting updated right now. $34.99. It was $3,999. And let's pull up a map. Show you where we're at. These two are close to each other, but they're not right next to each other. Let's zoom out first. Not that far. My mouse is flying. So here's El Paso. This is straight under New Mexico and totally western Texas. This is the route 8 or 10. It turns into 10. 10 going through here. And so you're just north of Route 10. There's a little town down here called Fort Hancock with a basic store and post office and stuff like that. That'd be your local supply depot for small supplies. Main supplies, you're basically going into El Paso. And so if we go from this property to El Paso, tell you how far it is. So downtown El Paso, it's 80 miles. And it says hour 59. I think a lot of that time is getting from the property to the road. But I mean, if it's going to Fort Hancock or something, it's a lot closer. It's less than 20 miles. A couple different routes you can take to get there. So let's keep zooming in on the property. There's a bunch of dirt roads in the area. I think this is a rectangle going this way, 20 acres, so it's going to be 1,320 feet going this way and 660 feet going east to west. And then the other one that I have is just over here. It's like in the next block over in this area. You can click on the GPS coordinates to see it. But this is the area. I mean, one of the neighbors down here's got a pond set up in this wash, doing rainwater catchment. There's a little wash on this property. You could probably do the same kind of thing. It looks like he's using a polyurethane kind of liner to keep the water from soaking into the ground. It's a drier area, so you want to be conservative with water and collect the water when it does come and then use it the rest of the year. So that's the idea of this area. The restrictions on the area are next to nothing. You can do pretty much whatever you want. Here's someone doing a rainwater catchment in the same wash. They've got it dammed up. Looks like there's a pretty good sized pond going on there. So water comes down and piles up. Looks like it gets a lot bigger when it does. You probably got cattle trails going to it for the whole area. I think this is open range land, so you got to build a fence to keep the cattle out if you want to. So there's the competition in the market selling land is, I mean, usually I like to show you Land Watch and Land and Farm or Land Pin or the other websites that sell land, but the real competition, in my opinion, is this guys at Sunset Ranches. They must have bought the whole countryside at one point and split it up into a bunch of different parcels. They've got a lot of them for sale, and they tell you all about this land. So it's a good website to go to, sunsetranches.com. They tell you about the area and they tell you about everything. They have covenants on here, restrictive covenants, and it's stuff like no mining and blasting, and camping is permitted 4 times a year for no more than 30 days at a time. Can't turn it into a dump. Yeah, no blasting. You got to build at least 50 foot from the center of adjoining roadways. You can hunt. Trailers, motorhomes, campers, and mobile homes are permitted provided waste facilities are self-contained and waste disposal on a needed basis at a registered dump site. So that's the main thing that they point out when I've talked to them, is that if you're coming in your motorhome, you got to get rid of the waste. And the restrictions also allow composting toilets. So if you have any plumbing, you got to have a septic tank installed, approved, and inspected through the Hudspeth County officials. Otherwise, an acceptable alternative, state-approved composting toilets are approved for use. They're open to grazing, open grazing. Their purchaser owner placing livestock on their tracks must fence their grazing area. Yeah, but just some basics. You can go on their website and read about the rules of the area. So it's really basic, easy, open rules. And then, if you look at the land that they've got for sale, they're selling these properties, these 20-acre properties. Probably where I got mine is from somebody that bought them from here. And, people are buying these things for zero down payment and monthly payments of $138. They don't even tell you the price until you totally click in and look at it. Sales price $17,900. So you're making payments for like 10 years on it. And if you count that up, if you want to do payments, yeah, sure, these guys will do payments. But mine are a fraction of that price, $3,500 versus $17,900, and they're selling the lots at those kinds of prices because the financing's so easy. So if you wanted to buy them from me for cash and go sell them on terms for more, you could sell them less than these guys and probably still pull off the deals. And use all their information to learn about it. And they're really nice guys. You could talk to them on the phone and they'll tell you all about it. They live in the area, work the area, and everything. It's I just have a couple of them to sell, and I'd like to sell them for cash. And so another way to learn about the area is go to YouTube, and there's this really fun channel called The Field Lab. The Field Lab, yeah, here we go. The Field Lab YouTube. I should put a link in the description or something. He's only got 7,500 subscribers, but I enjoy watching his stuff. It's just it's classic of the area. He talks about what he built. He owns a piece of land in this area, and he shows you the weather and the rain and the water catchment, and he likes building all kinds of interesting stuff. I'm going to turn this off before the volume starts going. But he shows you about his animals and his life and the nature and the countryside of this area. So if you want to learn about the area before you buy one of these properties, go to the Field Lab. I'm going to get out of here. So go to the Field Lab on YouTube and watch his videos. So that's a lot of fun. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. And if you want to buy one of these properties, I got buy it now links on there. I'll get them updated so they're $3,500, $34.99 each. And feel free to go on there and click and play with the maps and see where they're at and how to get there, and go visit them. And when you're comfortable, you can check out online. Thank you.